Dr. Rabbit and the Case of the Sneezing Zoo. One time in a cozy forest, there lived a very smart and very funny Dr. Rabbit. He had the softest fur, the fluffiest tail, and the tiniest glasses that always slid down his nose. But what he lacked in size, he made up for in brains. He was the forest's favorite doctor, always ready to help his animal friends with any problem. One sunny morning, Dr. Rabbit was enjoying a cup of carrot tea when his phone rang. It was no ordinary phone, it was shaped like a giant carrot and made funny, hop 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 sounds when it rang. He answered, Dr. Rabbit's clinic, hopping to help. How can I assist you? On the other end of the line, there was a loud ACHOO. Oh dear, said Dr. Rabbit. Sounds like someone's got a case of the sneezes. Who's this? It's Gerald the Giraffe. I can't stop sneezing. And it's not just me, everyone at the zoo is sneezing. Can you help us, Doc? Dr. Rabbit knew this was a big case, so he grabbed his medical bag, hopped onto his scooter, and zoomed to the zoo. When he arrived, the scene was pure chaos. Gerald the Giraffe was sneezing so hard that his long neck was bouncing like a spring. Achoo! His sneezes were so powerful that nearby birds had to hold on to branches not to be blown away. Next, Dr. Rabbit saw Ellie the Elephant, who was trying to blow her trunk into a tiny tissue. But every time she did, the tissue flew out of her hands, and her ears flapped wildly. Achoo! Poor Ellie sneezed so loudly that it shook the nearby trees, causing coconuts to fall to the ground. Then there was Marty the Monkey, who kept swinging from branch to branch, sneezing in midair. Achoo! Achoo! Each sneeze made him accidentally do somersaults, leaving him dizzy. Dr. Rabbit took out his trusty notepad and scribbled, Sneezy Giraffe, Sneezier Elephant, Sneezily Acrobat Monkey. He looked around and realized something strange. Every single animal was sneezing, but none of them had a cold. Said Dr. Rabbit, scratching his furry chin. This calls for some detective work. He walked over to Benny the Beaver, who was sneezing so hard that his teeth were chattering like maracas. Benny, when did this all start? Dr. Rabbit asked. Benny sniffled and said, it started right after Zippy the Zebra baked his famous spicy hay brownies. Aha! Dr. Rabbit exclaimed. I think I've cracked the case. He gathered all the animals and asked, did anyone eat Zippy's spicy hay brownies? Every paw, hoof, and wing went up. Well, my furry and feathered friends, Dr. Rabbit said with a grin, it looks like Zippy's brownies were a bit too spicy. The peppers in them are making everyone sneeze. The animals looked at Zippy, who was munching on his own brownie, perfectly fine. What? Zippy said with a shrug. I like my food hot. Dr. Rabbit chuckled. Nothing to worry about, folks. Just drink some water, and the sneezes will stop soon enough. And so, the sneezing animals gulped down lots of water. One by one, their sneezes got smaller and smaller until they disappeared altogether. Gerald's neck stopped bouncing, Ellie's ears stopped flapping, and Marty finally swung without flipping upside down. As a thank you, the animals threw a big party for Dr. Rabbit. Zippy promised to make his brownies mild next time, and Dr. Rabbit went home with a basket full of fresh carrots and lots of laughter in his heart. And from that day on, every time someone sneezed in the zoo, they would say, it must be those spicy hay brownies again. The end.